The Glade. Alex had borrowed the cottage from a friend of a friend. The arrangement had been vague. One of those suggestions floated over drinks, half remembered a week later, followed by a series of short, cryptic text messages. Still, the timing was perfect. He needed to get away. London was beginning to press on him. The emails that never stopped. The meetings that should have been messages. The constant hum of expectation. His phone had become an extra limb, buzzing in his sleep, lighting up during meals. Even in silence, he wasn't alone. He needed real quiet. The directions were sketchy at best. A hand-drawn map, few landmarks that didn't quite line up. After a series of wrong turns and signal dead zones, Alex found the track, an unmade road, barely wide enough for a car. Brambles clawed the side of his rental car. Canopy thickened above him, filtering a late afternoon light into dim streaks. The trees leaned in, as though watching. At the end of the track, the cottage appeared. Old stone, softened by time. Ivy strangled the outer walls. A thin curl of chimney smoke suggested recent life. It was beautiful. Beautiful in a way that made his chest ache. A place out of time. The inside was sparse but cosy. Thick beams, a stone hearth. A lingering scent of dust and herbs. A stovetop kettle. There was no television, no microwave. The power flickered once, then settled. He set down his bags and exhaled. For the first time in weeks, he didn't feel like he was missing something. That night, he slept hard. No sirens, no blinking lights. The next morning, the silence felt like a physical thing. No humming wires, no traffic drone, just birdsong and the gentle creak of the old house. Eager for movement, he packed a lunch, 2 thick slices of roughly cut sourdough, half a block of cheddar, and a generous smear of pickle. He pulled on his boots. The trail behind the cottage climbed steadily through pine forest, the air rich with resin and soil. A red squirrel darted across the path. Further up, the forest gave way to rolling hills, golden with gorse. The sky arched above, a clear, endless blue. It felt like walking through a painting. His shoulders dropped with each step. Sometime after midday, he found it. The glade. It appeared as he crested a gentle slope, pushed through a cluster of hawthorn. Suddenly, shockingly open, circular, still. Trees ringed it like guardians. Sunlight poured down through the break in the canopy, catching dust motes in golden beams. In its centre lay a large, flat stone, grey and time-worn, shaped by hands long forgotten. He stepped into the circle and felt something shift. The air was heavier, quieter, like the world had taken a breath and held it. He sat on the stone, stretched his legs, and unwrapped the sandwich. It was dreadful, dry bread, overpowered by off-brand pickle, cheese sweating in the heat. But he didn't care. The quiet wrapped around him like a blanket. Then movement. A flicker at the edge of his vision. Blue, low to the ground. He paused, chewing. Swallowed. Set the sandwich down. Approached the trees. Nothing there, just leaves and shadow. When he turned back, the sandwich was gone. He frowned. Did I finish it? He couldn't remember. And again, a flicker, rustling, a shift in the underbrush. Too smooth for an animal. Squirrels, he said out loud, though he didn't believe it. The silence returned, but not empty, more like being watched. That evening, sun warmed and strangely unsettled, Alex returned to the cottage, only to find the front door wide open. He stopped, listened, peered through the doorway. Inside, a woman stood at the stove, stirring something. She turned as he stepped in, entirely calm. "Oh," she said. "Hello." "What are you doing here?" he asked. She wiped her hands on a towel. "Same as you, I expect. Borrowed the place, friend of a friend." "Really? You're joking." She smiled, tilted her head. "I'm not, but I suppose it's a bit late to argue. I've started supper." He knew he should have asked more questions, demanded explanations. But she was magnetic. Dark hair plaited over one shoulder, cheekbones sharp enough to draw blood, and eyes the colour of rain-washed stone. "I'm Rowan, by the way," she said, offering her hand. Alex." "Well, Alex, since we've both been duped by the mutual friend, how about we pretend it was all on purpose?" Dinner was simple, something earthy and warm, lentils, herbs. Rowan moved like she'd always belonged in the space. She spoke with a rhythm that circled rather than landed, suggesting stories she'd never quite finish, old travels, forgotten places, dreams that blended into waking. "You're not what I expected," she said later over wine. "I thought you'd be more tired. You have tired eyes. But you're still trying to see." "That's cryptic," he said. She smiled, twisted a curl around her finger. "Oh, isn't it?" The sun dipped below the trees. The room glowed with firelight. Later, she moved to the sofa. He followed. Their knees touched. Her hand found his. She kissed him. Slow, deliberate. They both froze. A dragging sound across the roof. Alex shot upright, grabbing the torch. "What the hell?" Scratching from the rear wall. A crack, slate splitting. "Lock the doors," Rowan said, voice sharp. He obeyed, pulse pounding. "Shutters too." She was already moving, bolting windows, throwing logs on the fire. The calm had vanished. Then the voices came. Not words, but sounds, high-pitched, dry, like wind through bone, a chittering chorus. The cottage shook. "What are they?" Rowan turned pale. I didn't mean for them to follow. I just wanted a night. You brought this. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I should never have come." She hesitated. "Thing is, I saw you at the knowing stone. You looked so open. I thought maybe." The roof groaned. slate shattered. The fireplace burst blue, wind howling through gaps in the building. The light twisted, too bright, too sharp. Shadows stretched unnaturally long. And then they came. Winged things, fast and flickering, bone and light, eyes like embers, claws like needles. They swarmed, shrieking. They circled Rowan. She didn't fight. She only looked at Alex. I should never have come. They lifted her, up, into the chimney, leaving behind only sparks and silence. Morning. The house stood whole. No shattered tiles, no scorch marks, no Rowan. Alex sat in the stillness. Tea steamed in his mug. He didn't drink it. Something in him ached. And then made a packed lunch, carefully this time. Fresh bread, soft cheese, fruit, chocolate, biscuits. He wrapped everything in cloth, placed it in a satchel. The forest greeted him in silence. He returned to the glade. Nothing had changed. He laid out the food on the stone and sat back. Minutes passed. Then whispers in the leaves. A shimmer at the edge. Tiny figures emerged, winged, no taller than his hand. They darted forward, curious, delighted. One tugged at a grape, another perched on the bread crust. Their laughter sounded like bells in the wind. And then, Rowan. She stepped from the trees, barefoot, her hair loose, leaves tangled in it. Her eyes still that impossible grey. He didn't speak. Neither did she. They met at the centre of the glade and kissed. Alex woke to the sound of traffic, light pouring through his bedroom window. London. He sat up blinking. A dream? Then, coffee! He stumbled out of bed. In the kitchen, Rowan stood by the toaster, wearing one of his shirts. Great, you're finally up, she said. Big night, was it? She smiled. Her eyes held all the wildness of the glade, pale, knowing. Outside, just for a moment, Alex thought he heard laughter, high and sharp. Maybe the wind in the trees.